Farescape Engineers Inspector Summary Video. We're here in Irving Street, 187. This is Farescape number 2 on the same building. We did 185. Same situation here. We have a Farescape that looks like it was handmade and put on this building. A lot of it was welded together. So several issues here. Because it's an all welded Farescape, just like the first one, every weld has to be load tested or x-rayed. And if you refurbish it and you bolt it, you avoid x-raying or load testing it. So we have several issues. We got to remove 100% of the rust in any connection, and the authority having jurisdiction wants a load test or other evidence of strength. So let's talk about what's wrong with this Farescape and what they knew to make it, to bring it up to code and avoid the load test. Or we can spot repair this Farescape and load test it after in order to satisfy the city of Framingham. Ready? Now let's take a look at this. First thing we have is a railing system here that's lower than 36 inches. So this railing, as you can see, the biggest problem with these rails is that it's too low. It's about 30 to 32 inches. I can easily fall over. So the pivot point on this has got to be at least 36 inches, if not 42. But because it's we'll ask the city official whether he wants us to upgrade this already to 42 or 36 inches. But you know, right now this is lower. So somebody made this. The entire structure is just welded. So all these bolts, all these posts are welded onto a grating, welded onto a frame. So we have to, again, verify either x-ray or load test every weld, or if you put a bolt clip, you eliminate the need to x-ray or load test. Let's, why don't you come up here and I'll go down. Okay. Going down the railing system needs to be at least 36 inches high. This is sloped over a roof. We have to see if the city official will allow this non-conforming platform that's slightly inclined. It's again up to the building inspector of record to allow this as a pre-existing condition. I've got all welded connections. I've got welded stringers here that I x-ray or load test this, but as soon as I put a clip in here, I don't need to load test or x-ray. So I need to bolt all these welds. All these treads are welded, but they've got rust tears coming down, so I got to blow holes through it and put bolts. They look pretty tight, so I don't think you have to take out these treads because they're pretty tight. But if you have one that already has rust in it, the whole tread needs to come out, and then it's got to go back rebolted. But every single one of these needs to be rebolted to avoid having to load test or x-ray. Every one of these posts is welded, so they need the bolt. These are the minor structurals. These don't need bolting, but you have to verify every single one because water's getting in here and it's rotting out these connections. It's coming down here. This takes a turn here. Again, all these treads need to be rebolted. This railing is not the proper height. It's got to be 36. Somebody did it at 30 inches here. 36 or 42. Now the inspector of record, the city official has to tell us whether he wants 36 or 42 now, but this is non-conforming right now. Going all the way around here, this entire platform is bolted, is welded, so these stringers have to be bolted here. Otherwise I have to x-ray or load test every one of these welds, but as soon as you bolt it, I don't need to. This whole frame needs to have clips inside so that I don't have to verify these welds. These posts that are welded here, I can't verify these welds. Visually, I have to x-ray or load test. But as soon as I put a clip on it, there's no load test, there's no x-ray. Same thing here. All these treads, some of these are showing more evidence of rust. Probably 25, no more than 50% of these treads have rust in the connection, but about 25%. So those have to physically come out and then get reattached back with bolts. Otherwise, a lot of these you just put 3/8 bolts, and I want all these tops sealed so that no more water gets inside. Coming all the way down, these are all handmade treads. They'll pass, but every one of these, they've got these little stick welds, these little, this Farescape I don't think is older than 25 years old. I don't think there's any lead on these because it's not older than 78. This Farescape looks like it was built right here. They just come here and brought all these kind of pieces on it. So again, low rails, got to be 36 to if not 42. Going down, it's got to be 34 to 36 inches from the nose. From here to here, it's got to be 34 to 36 inches going down. We've got these clips down here. They need to be sealed and with tar so that they don't rot at the base. We've got no evidence of sono tubes here.
No, I dig in already.
All right, so there's no sono here. So these are, I don't know what they're sitting in, but they're sitting in dirt. This is sitting in dirt, so we need to dig these down and get 4 foot down on these. These I don't believe is in dirt, is in sonos. There's no evidence. So these need to be confirmed that they're sitting on sonos 4 feet down and deep. These are all welded, so we need bolts in here to avoid the need to x-ray or load test this. Same thing there. So this fire escape needs a full refurbishment and a full paint job to avoid the load test. Now the city official in Framingham, they want permit. You're going to touch this fire escape, you have to have a permit. I don't believe there's lead on this because it's a newer fire escape, but if not, if you have a renovator's license to touch lead, that's, but this one I don't believe you need it because it's younger than 78. Pull permit, they don't have to do any work on this, and they want engineer oversight. So you have to have a structural engineer or a fire escape engineer overseeing the vendor doing the work on this. Then they want a certification, they want the repair criteria to make sure that the city official agrees to the repair criteria, whether it's going to be spot repair and a load test, or whether it's going to be full refurbishment in lieu of a load test. That must be discussed with your building official. If you have any questions, give him a call. If not, give us a call on any questions you have here. 866-649-0333. 866-649-0333. Inspector Meneses, any questions?